All right, everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you all are doing well and staying blessed. If you guys are new here, my name is Jeremiah and I'm a small cap stock trader. I also trade options, but I haven't started documenting that on YouTube or TikTok, but I will start doing that soon. But anyways, I went ahead and took off my retainer so you guys can hear me clearly. I am sitting in the red today, $24 on not APVO, but ERNA. This stock has a float of 800,000 shares, but it felt really thickly traded when I traded it. So I'm going to go ahead and move my camera over so you guys can see what I was doing. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm sleeping. You can see me right there. And I got out of my bed just to take an L. How unfortunate is that? I'm going to wait for... Okay, let's see. All right, I'm getting out of bed. Hear my scanner ringing. I sit down. I look confused. Pulling up ERNA. I missed the first two green candles here. So this first green candle had a huge topping tail, so I was like, okay, well, didn't really miss much there. But this second one, there was a little micro pullback there, and the thing is, I don't know if I should have or would have taken this micro pullback because of this huge topping tail, so I guess that doesn't matter. The only realistic setup I could have taken probably was that little bull flag we had here, maybe a dip right here, and then the breakthrough 6. I didn't take that. However, I traded the backside of the move, and I essentially went straight to max loss on my first trade. And you guys will see the setup I took. So I'm opening my trading here. Move my camera back. And I jump in on a dip there, thinking, okay, we're going to get a little bit of a bounce. We go all the way down to VWAP, which, I mean, makes sense in a way. VWAP is a pretty big level. And it's not working. I'm gonna fast forward this so you guys can see. Could have sold it a lot sooner. I mean, the dip trade just is supposed to work right away. There's no waiting, and it starts flushing, and I go down from 15 bucks in the red straight to like 40, like in an instant, just like that. And maybe I should have sold it sooner. And I definitely should have sold it sooner. So I sold half there. I didn't even mean to sell half. I meant to sell the whole thing. The first thing is I shouldn't have been sleeping while the initial move was happening. However, I was very tired today. Wait, you can see my face. I didn't mean to move the screen, but I meant to move. You can see my face. Pretty tired. But getting in on something like that, a dip, it's supposed to work right away. So being in the red, and then certainly as it dropped below VWAP, that was the time to just be quick and sell it. But I didn't do that, so got smoked there and took a $40 loss. However, I jumped back in here. Really is not a setup I take, but worked in my favor. Thank God. That brought me down to only $11.76. Would have been nice if I walked away here, but for some reason I felt greedy today. I think this candle closed pretty nicely actually, which is strange. It didn't work that well, and starts rejecting there. That's the cue to sell, but I think I was a little bit stubborn about this one, or I thought that maybe it would work. I thought maybe it might work, but certainly at this point I should have sold. See that there's always that little hope that it'll just go back up. And being in the red, I should have just taken what I got. You know, if it's not working, it's not working. Breakout or bailout. You can't really be risking getting caught in a flush after you're already down, and especially after I was just at max loss. You know, so sort of execution error. I think I wasn't even taking my setup here or here, so today execution just was not there at all. And so this ends up dropping down, and I hold it for I think a decent while. Gives me an opportunity to take profit here, and I still hold it. And I get to like only down $2 at the peak there. I was only down 16 cents there, so that would have brought me to break even on the day. Of course, I should have taken profit there after we just had this. I mean, this candle rejected, and we could tell it's just someone else is selling shares. It feels like the company is selling shares, because if this is an 800,000 share float, this should really be pulling away. And with the news it had, this is a biotech company with positive FDA news, so there really should be no reason this is not working. And look at that. From being in the green to a straight flush. Look at that. Just like that, I was down $30. But that's what you get for holding. There's more exposure risk, and that's just how it is. Shouldn't have held it, but I did. And I just kept taking trades and trades and trades. I overtraded today, 100%. Took some profit there. Took another trade. Another rejection. Got out of break even there, more or less. I can just keep fast forwarding, like every minute I take a trade, really. Every pop I'm almost buying. Okay, except not I did not buy that one, but just looking for points at which price was discounted, trying to get in as it started curling, but okay. I actually haven't taken a trade for a while. So I jump back in here for the curl back up, and this ends up rejecting the second candle, I believe. Yeah, it pops up there, rejects. Now I'm down almost 30 bucks, and I probably take another trade not too long later. Jump in there. This one, I end up getting a tiny bit of profit there. I jump in again for a micro pullback, I believe, or the break over this pivot. That one, more or less break even. Buying the dip here. Completely just revenge trading and trading while the MACD is negative, and I'm just buying. I don't know. This is not good trading. That's all I can say. Not good at all. There should be no reason to be holding a stock that's already flushed twice. We flushed here. We flushed here. We flushed. Well, this is really the flush. We flushed here and flushed here. And we have these two topping tails. There's no reason to be buying this still, but it's sort of just me being frustrated and emotional and bringing that into my trading. That's what it is. That's all this is right here. Buying this for the curl, and of course get stopped out. I stretch the charts out to try to see it from a better perspective. Now I'm down $45. And I do take a trade here actually off of VWAP. Taking profit there, bringing myself down to $32 in the red now. And I think this may have been the last trade I took on stream. Maybe or maybe not. I don't remember. The next trade I jumped in with 80 shares, foolishly. However, I was able to get out there with $1 profit. All right, so this is the last trade I take here. Oh wait, where did that trade just go? Oh, I removed the order entry thingy. Okay, you can only see it here. I take a little bit of profit there. Get in at 86, sell at 90. That was the last trade I took. I did take one off stream. I can't show you guys now. I promise you I'm not LARPing or lying. I just didn't take it on stream. I took one at the open, and I brought myself down to $24. I'll show that in another video if you guys think I'm lying, but I have to go now. With that, have a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.